The first recorded alien sighting, did some research. We both did some research, on this. First recorded alien sighting was actually in March of 1639.
That's
John
old.
Winthrop. It is. That's over 400 years ago. Actually, yeah, over 400 years ago. Almost, yeah, nowhere near to the year.
Do
He was
you
in
do
his
you know like
2025.
what he saw?
So, claims are that there was a figure, bright figure, that was moving quickly between this village and Charlestown
Okay.
for like 2 to 3 hours, 2 miles. It was just pew, 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 moving quickly between these two villages. And the only reason that it became like credible is because there was a bunch of people that saw it. A bunch of people that like didn't know each other, so they were like, okay, it's believable.
Right.
Um, but that was a long time ago. Ooh, the most well known in American history alien sighting. We'll call it the most well known. Probably not in our generation, probably older generations, but would actually be in 1947 during World War II. And believe it or not, World War II was a big time for alien sightings. Like most of the
I did hear about that. I
yeah,
I I knew that.
most of the those World War II pilots saw like when they were flying, like whether it be over like the Pacific Ocean or whatever, a lot of alien sight, like a lot of sightings of potential UFOs or certain things.
Right.
So 1947, June 24th, 1947, pilot, Air Force pilot,
Mhm.
Kenneth Arnold. Actually, was it the Air Force then? It could have still been the Army, but I believe it was Air Force. Air
Okay.
Force pilot Kenneth Arnold observed 9 flying saucer like objects flying through the sky at a speed of like 1,200 miles an hour. How they calculated that? No clue. But 1,200 miles an hour close to Washington, Mount Rainier,
So that breaks the sound barrier.
that does
I
break the
think
sound
break I think
barrier.
sound barrier is 700,
Something like that.
something
Yeah.
like that.
So
Yeah,
yeah, they were
it's
moving
close.
it close to the speed of sound, which is interesting because if something's moving at close to the speed of sound, it should show up on some radars. So
I would think.
yeah, I mean, like I said though, it's very possible that it's something else. And again, a lot of the times it is something else that's explainable, like people seeing big balls of lightning, which are actually absolutely scary because
I Did you see that one clip of that lightning ball going next to railroad tracks?
I did not see that.
And it like went over like the tracks, and it was like hitting the tracks, and it was going crazy.
I have not. I did see a
I'll
video.
show you the clip after. It's crazy.
I did see a video of it going into someone's house, and it was just like they're crazy. It's scary,
Imagine you're sleeping, you're
dude.
sitting there, you're sleeping there, your wife's there, you got your dog on the floor,
Nah,
and a
bro,
ball of lightning just
it's over.
kicks down your door.
It's over. It's over. It's over. Another famous one that actually followed up to that 1947 incident is going to be the Roswell incident in New Mexico, um, where the military was, of course, trying to keep some stuff under wraps, but the way they did it was not smart, like normal.
Mhm.
They It was a military balloon that they were developing for detecting Soviet nuclear tests.
Okay.
So back then, our radars weren't the best. It's not like now you could be sitting in Washington D.C. If something happens in Russia, there are sensors all over the goddamn world where they can, if something happens, they can detect like seismic activity, and they're like, oh, they're probably testing bombs or whatever.
Right.
Back then, you had to do stuff a lot different.
Right. A
But
lot
this
different.
military balloon that they were developing went down.
Mhm.
Of course, the military puts out a headline saying, "Oh, we've recovered flying disc things." Right?
Right.
Come on now, really? So then they had to take that. They took down the headline actually. So they released it for a day. Then they released it, or they took the headline back, and they claimed that it was just a conventional weather balloon. Later on, it was figured out that they were doing some tests. Couldn't say that at the time because it was the Cold War and they weren't trying to tell them that they were making advancements. So that was next best thing.
Yeah. I feel like I heard that story. Like, I don't know. I feel like I heard that a while ago.
Yeah. Let's see. So we've got, I mean, aliens. Aliens are no new subject anywhere in the world.
Right.
Of course, we sit in the country with probably one of the most controversial facilities in the world, Area 51, when it comes to aliens.
Yeah.
Big event 2019 was the "They Can't Stop Us All." Yes, they can stop you all.
Yeah, they for sure
When
can.
they tried to storm Area 51, not the smartest move to storm a military base, but
I mean, you would know more than anyone.
yeah, no, don't try
Happy
and
Veterans Day, by the way.
thank you. Don't try and do not try and storm a military. That is the dumbest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah,
They can stop you all, and they did actually.
they will.
I mean, there were a couple people that died. A lot of
Were
people
there?
died. Yeah, I believe so. I think 7, if I remember from my research. I believe it was 7.
Well, just don't go after military bases.
A
It's
lot of people got arrested.
yeah, it's just
There
not
was
a smart
something
move.
yeah, there was something else. I remember I watched a documentary on it actually, and it was just talking about how, like, the towns around there, like, all the small towns, that's, like, how they profit is off of people coming to view aliens, and that's, like, their main thing, and then that happened, and, like, their economies just, like, boomed because all these people just showed up, and they're like, "They can't stop us, so we're gonna breathe it," and they were just like it was crazy because for years and years, all these people have had alien sightings and all this stuff, and like right around the military base, there's all these alien sightings and all this stuff that are people like, oh my gosh, aliens are real, aliens are real.
Right.
Whereas the base is realistically used as a development grounds. So they developed things like the new B-2, or I don't even think it's called the B-2 anymore. I forget what it's called, but like new
Like
military
a stealth
planes.
bomber.
Yeah. So new military planes, new military helicopters, all that kind of stuff. Usually that's where they develop that stuff. So it's kept pretty under wraps.
Well, Bob, Bob Lazar,
Hmm.
he apparently worked on alien tech there.
Claims.
Claimed. Now
Possible.
that's interesting. I mean, it's definitely interesting to like look into.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like apparently it was like anti like it was like what I have here? Like anti gravity
Yeah.
crap. I don't buy it.
I mean,
I don't buy that.
it's
But
possible. Extremely possible that
yeah,
there's no
there's like there's no evidence like you there's no evidence for
yeah.
that.
I mean, the government did release, might have been earlier this year, last year, late last year. They released like a couple hundred. I think it was maybe a couple hundred pages, maybe a few. I don't know. It was a pretty long documented or pretty long document about aliens and stuff like that. And it's funny because most of it was still redacted, but they did release some information about it, and most of it came back as like, yeah, we've seen things. What they are is unexplainable, but it's nothing to be worried about. I mean, I don't
I,
think that if there are aliens, especially if they're another race of conscious beings, I don't think they're going to come for us because what do we have to offer?
literally nothing.
Nothing. I mean, if because think about it, if they have the ability to travel, everything we have, they don't need. You understand?
We would be behind.
Exactly. So
We would be very behind.
like how we put a value on like diamonds, gold, like all these
Yeah,
precious metals,
what are
to
they gonna
them
do
it's
with them?
probably nothing if they can travel through space. Because I mean, if you think
I
like
mean, yeah, definitely.
I saw this thing, it was a planet or a star that blew up a million years ago, but we just saw it. It just is now being visible to us because of how long it takes for light to travel through space.
Hmm.
So I mean, think about it. That's a million years ago, a star blew up, and we're just now seeing
Now,
it.
how do they know that?
What do you mean? Like how long it? Like
Yeah, like okay, a star blew up a million years ago. How do they track that?
they just do the
I
math.
mean, come on.
I mean, do the math. You know how long it takes for light, the speed of light. You just do the math, and then you can calculate the distance.
I don't know.
It's. I mean, it's like if our sun stopped shining, we would know 8 minutes later because of how long the speed of light is, or
Right.
speed of light and distance and stuff like that. So I mean, I just can't. I don't believe that. I are there aliens? Most likely. Would they come for us? Is there a reason they would come for us? No. Now again, back to movies like The Tomorrow War, or other movies like even kind of like Predator. I feel like a little bit. Um, I feel like if an alien race was coming for us, they'd probably be more they'd want to take over worlds, but again, why would you if you have the ability to travel
Yeah,
through
I mean, it's a very
space?
like I mean, I could talk about this forever.
Yeah,
But I mean, what I believe is that I don't think aliens are like how people
view
think,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
view them.
yeah.
I think if aliens came here, what would make them not look like us?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. It's
Like if they have advanced technology, okay, why couldn't they make a thing that looks like look at the stuff that we have, right? Look at the stuff that they made available to the public, right?
it's
That you
fair.
know about, and think of all the stuff that the governments have, and all of these other people have a ton of money
That's
that they
true.
don't release to the public. Like AI, right? AI, like it. Think of how AI is now to the public. Imagine what they have behind closed doors.
No, I know. I mean, like all of our government agencies have a lot of things that they don't give out to the public, which is fair. I mean,
It
it's
they can't we can't handle it,
to protect people. And I mean, I believe that if there were aliens, they probably have I mean, definitely have way more. Their advancements are enormous, but again, why come here? What do we have to offer to them other than a planet? But
if they have infinite planets, like what is
if they're coming to us, again, it goes to that thing of why come if you have the ability to travel light years, why are you coming here? I mean, not just like that, but like you probably have the ability to make the planet livable.
right,
So you probably have no reason to come to here. I mean, you're looking for what? I mean, nothing. Your planet, you
right?
can make livable. You probably have figured out how to reverse things and other things. Cause I mean, like, even here, I just saw an article that said um, scientists in China are trying to figure out how to live. They're making something to be able to live to 150 years old. So I
With
mean,
like a
if we're
person,
yeah, like being able, like you would be able to live to 150.
that would kind of suck.
It would, but I'm just saying though, it's those kind of things that are like, if we can figure out how to live longer, there's no reason that, like, if there are aliens that are able to travel here, that they haven't just been able to figure out their own problems and make things like that. But again, I
Do
mean,
you do you think that the government has them?
I mean, they probably have found things. I don't, are they aliens? I don't know. I don't know what that I don't know because again, it comes back to that if if aliens are real, it changes a lot of views on things. I
It
mean,
does, or is it a big distraction?
what's aliens?
Like the whole thing,
I don't know. I mean,
like
it's
Area 51, right? Even like it's so famous. What I mean, just thinking about it, if it's so famous, it's so confidential. Don't you think that it would be that place would be like a diversion for the real stuff?
I
That
mean, it definitely is. There's a
like it has to like they can't have everything there,
no. I mean, there's a so down in Colorado Springs there is Fort Carson military base, and up in the mountains of near Fort Carson in the Springs, there's a military base. I can't believe I've forgotten the name, but there's a military base inside of the mountain,
hmm
like a legitimate city inside of the mountain, and it is if there was a nuclear bomb, they go inside. Like being inside that mountain is like the safest place to be. Um, and it's been notorious for having a lot of things that are not released to the public in it. And I mean, they probably have things, but again, like I said, the existence of aliens changes too many things on a fundamental level that if it is true, saying that to the public would probably end humanity. One, because if you think about it, aliens being real almost goes against all religions because then it says, okay, God says he created us in his image.
right?
Who are these people?
Right.
God didn't mention other people.
Now, what I believe is that why I said I don't think aliens are how people like view them, like a basic alien, is that I think an alien would be considered like a demon
Okay, okay. So,
because
okay.
it's not you're not it's a spiritual thing. It's not like you. it's not human. Like, it's not
That may okay, you know what?
it's real, but it's, like, not, like flesh
Now
real.
I've never thought about it like that, but I that could be to be honest, that could be a good way for the church to put it if it was ever to come out that
I
aliens
mean,
were a thing.
I
I've
put a
never
little
thought
thought
about
into
it.
it
That's a good way to think about it
because
because yeah.
yeah, I mean, because God made us in His image, and,
Mhm.
like, we were made internally from Him. Everything else, the angels, the demons, they were they were all made externally.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, again, if it's it comes back to the thing of if aliens are traveling here, they're living for millions of years. So that's like
Right, and then, okay, you have right? Jesus came here.
mhm.
You have that. You have angels, you have demons, you have us. It's hard for me to believe that there's something so separate
Yeah, that's what I'm
from
saying.
that. Like, it
Is to say that there's like aliens from like Predator or whatever,
yeah, I
is it
don't think
living
it's like
somewhere else?
that, where they, like, eat your brains or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's hard to believe that it would be extremely hard for people to be like, I can still worship God if in Area 51 they pulled out some Predator. If they pulled out Predator, if Predator walked out of Area 51, everybody's gonna be like, pause, wait a minute. I cannot believe it. I cannot have faith in God because who is that? That is not I did not read that in the Bible.
I
That was
think it
never
would
told to me.
definitely it would definitely test a lot of people's faith,
It would. It would
and
definitely.
it would shock
I think
everyone,
to
no
be honest,
matter what religion. It would
I
just
oh
I
yeah,
think it would send the
it would send the whole world into a
humanity.
it would literally probably crumble humanity as we know it. It would send people crazy. I mean, everything that most some people I would say most people, everything that people's entire or some people's entire lives were built on would be for absolutely nothing.